program is guided meditation and stress management. You asked me a beautiful question that what you should expect. If you learn from others what you should expect, you will never be able to do it. So the entire journey of meditation starts from understanding from your own experiences. So what your experience says, I'm stressed. Michelle was just saying something. She missed the class and she says, Joe was saying that, as long as I'm here with you, everything is peaceful. But the moment out, the same problem returns. Exactly the same way you have left your shoes outside. Once you go out, finishing the class, you wear the same shoes. Same thing happens with the mind. Why it happens? The first thing, I guide people based on the principles of Eastern wisdom. The goal is manage your pain. Pain may be anything. It may be physical pain, it may be mental pain, it may be emotional pain. So when you have mental and emotional pain or physical, you experience tiredness, fatigue, anxiety, stress, conflict, relationship problem, and there is a long list. The science has found out that there are 30,000 diseases, of which 80% are incurable. So how much is left? Whatever is left, they don't have a right solution for it. So that is what I do. The second is that achieve well-being, a healthy lifestyle, prevention of mental and emotional illnesses. That is the second area that I cover in this program. And the third is to discover inner peace and happiness. Discover inner peace and happiness is all about discovering your true nature. So we are seekers of peace and happiness. I was telling, I think 2 weeks before, why you married? For happiness. Why you divorce? For happiness. Just think of it. Think, contemplate. What is that point comes in your life where your mind says, let me divorce? So you say that now the happiness is not possible in relationship. So you enter into some kind of a conflict. But where the conflict lies? Does it lie in the body? No. It lies in your mind. You loved a person at one time and now you hate a person. So, Eastern wisdom says the problem lies with the mind, not with the person. I heard a story when I was in India of an American married 10 times. At 11th time, he went to a doctor and asked, what's the problem with all my wives, The guy said, the problem lies with you, not with anyone. So what is the point here? The point here is the mind. Mind. And what exactly is the problem? The Eastern wisdom use a wonderful phrase. Freedom from the mind leads you to meditation. And freedom for the mind causes you all the problems. What is freedom for the mind? My mind says you are, for example, you are not. What is freedom for the mind? So my mind says that you are crazy. No, you are not. Joe, keep a smile on the face. So what is happening? So my mind blames. So should I correct my mind or should I correct you? If I want to correct my mind, I start the journey of meditation. So then you easily drop your anxiety and I'm giving you a solution, Michelle. You didn't tell me the problem, I know. You see that? So from where? What is the source? What is the inspiration? From where do I coin those principles? No. The Eastern wisdom is 6,000 years old. We have more than 3,000 teachers, 3,000 texts written much before, almost 3,000 to 4,000 years ago. And we have those texts, works as a manual of discovering inner peace and happiness. Do you have any manual in science that says that I will here is a manual to discover peace and happiness? They have all the manuals how to manage your anxiety, how to reduce your anxiety. Then they have a category of illnesses that cannot be treated. They agree with it. Oh, we can manage anyhow. We can manage. So we have those manuals. Manuals means text. But are these texts written as a philosophy? No. These texts were written after the teacher guided the students. Thousands of students. Buddha wrote the text after he guided and taught for more than 45 years. And he knows that these principle works. So that group of the text is known as Upanishad. Pay attention. Do you ever sit for yourself? Even for 5 minutes. You sit for your daughter, you sit for your honey, you sit for other problems, for money. Do you sit within yourself? Do you say that for another 15 minutes I'm not going to do anything? I'm going to sit for. So the first syllable means upa, sitting nearby, sitting with yourself. With a commitment. What is the commitment and intention? That I want peace within myself. The peace is there within me, and I have to discover that peace and happiness. Don't tell me that you don't have peace and happiness. If you don't have peace and happiness in deep sleep, when you wake up after deep sleep, how you experience here? I had a sound sleep. I had a sound sleep, and I was very happy. Even though you don't know about the deep sleep, but when you woke up, you know that you had a sound sleep. So that is one testimony that when mind is not there, in deep sleep the mind is not there. The moment the mind is not there, you move into inner peace and happiness. That is what the meditation is. That is what we are going to work today. So that is the second syllable, upani, and the shad. It's a beautiful meaning. First meaning, keep your mind on the goal. You have a traffic jam, you are going to your home. What is your goal? Going to your home. Do you stop in the middle of the highway? No. You have a lot of thoughts in your mind about people, about relationship. Michelle? About relationship? Yeah? About your daughter? What is the goal? Peace and happiness. Contemplation. Yeah? So that is the first meaning of the shad, the last syllable. The second meaning, that every time you practice, you learn something new. Why? Because all these principles cannot be taught in a day. Even then, I don't know those principles, There are hundreds of principles. I learned from my Himalayan master for 26 years. For hours together, and still sometime I forget. So the second meaning is that once you contemplate, the time comes, your mind takes over the craziness, the reactiveness, the anxiety and the stress. So that is the second. And third is, you destroy. What is what you destroy? You destroy what causes you the anxiety and the stress? What causes you the tiredness? What causes you the conflict in your mind? So that is known as Upanishad. And Upanishad means the group of text. We have more than 300 texts, out of which 108 Upanishads are considered important. And one of them that I take up in this program is Yoga Shikho Upanishad. Shikho means the top. So it is at the prime. It gives you at least 15 and 20 meditation practices to get rid of the problem. Why 20 practices? Because not a single size fits all. Not a single size fits all. Why not a single size fits all? Because everyone's mind has a different temperament. It's a different way of perception. Are you there with me, or your mind is somewhere else? You have to be with me, my friend. That's how we introduced ourselves. What happens, the moment your mind is somewhere else, your expression changes. No, she's not thinking about you. Don't worry, Alexa. So that is the exact meaning. So I take up the practices from the Yoga Shikho Upanishad. So that is the name of this text. I got. So in the first, it says freedom for the mind. What is freedom for the mind? You get total freedom for the mind in deep sleep. Why? Do you experience I-ness in deep sleep?
No.
No. You don't know. Do you experience your body in deep sleep?
No.
Do you experience your home in deep sleep? Do you experience your daughter in deep sleep? Come on. No.
Right.
So this is what is the freedom from the mind. Last thing, and then we will do the practice. So what we are seeking? Freedom from the mind. So what happens when we seek freedom from the mind? The mind has 3 layers of problems. The first layer, it says, I am the body. So first it says, I am the body, and then it says, I have a pain. Body is not me. The car is parked outside. Body is like a car. Pay attention to it. So what we say? First, this is me. And then it says, I have a pain. So what happens in deeper meditation? That you get a freedom from the identification with the body. You didn't understand? Room. We are all living in a room. Do you say this room is me? This studio is me? Do you ever say it? No. So what happens? The first illusion of the mind is that the mind identifies with the body, and then it says, I'm suffering, I have a problem. The second is the tossing. What is tossing? Hate and love, likes and dislikes. I don't like you. So my master used to say that never say this, just become aware of your mind and see that your mind is now going to be crazy. No likes and dislikes, no high and low. Just maintain this. So once you get rid of those conflicts of the mind, why I insist you to come regularly? Last thing, and then we'll start with our journey of the program. Ignorance. Ignorance has no beginning and no end. At the time of the birth, did you know that you are a baby? No. Did you know that you were born? We were ignorant. We didn't know. Did we know? No. We didn't know that. Did we even know that we were human beings at the time of the birth? No. You see the ignorance. Ignorance. Did we know which parents we were born with? Which country? You see the layers of ignorance. And I'm just giving you a very simple example, then we'll go deeper in the next week. We were not at all aware of our birth, we are not aware of our death, we will not be aware of our death. What should we do? So the great master says, discover who you are. What is your true nature? And what the meditation does? It discovers your true nature. What is your true nature? It says you're always in peace, anandam vai brahma. The famous verse, it says, I'm of the nature of bliss. The master helps you declare that. The teachings of these masters. It says, satyam jnanam anantam brahma. I'm of the nature of infinite bliss, truth, and knowledge. We are actually of the nature of peace and happiness. Because we don't know our true nature, that's why we have a stress, we have a suffering, we have anxiety, we have a host of problems in our life. So once we discover our nature, then that our true nature starts building a wonderful relationship with everyone. There is no problem inside you. You live your life in peace. Why? The peace is coming and going to your honey. For example. Joe, peace is going to your honey, so there is no problem. Where is the problem?
There's no peace in me.
The peace is always with you. Not now, but that's what. So let us follow the journey today. Sit or lie down, close your eyes. Sit or lie down, close your eyes, be comfortable. The teachings of the Master from this Upanishad, we will go one after the other. Verses we will understand and then we'll practice. So first, eyes are closed. What is guided meditation? You loan the mind of a teacher. You don't worry about your daughter, my friend. I will take care of her. And don't worry about your mom. I will take care of her. So eyes are closed and your hands are facing up near the thighs. And Joe, your hands are facing up. Yes, on the floor. Say yes, that is good. First thing first, eyes are closed gently. Look at the neck joint, feel the sensation and be comfortable. For being comfortable, you have to do nothing except move the mind consciously to the joints. Look at the shoulder joints. The moment you feel any discomfort, you can adjust and align and be comfortable. Your hip joints, your knees, ankles, and the toes. What is that? Ankles and the toes. That is just become aware. The body is comfortable. You see, this is the beginning of going to the freedom from the mind. Second point, in the first step is being carefree, relaxed. How you can be relaxed? Even when there is a traffic jam. Let there be a traffic jam. You stop the car gently, wait for the green light. Same thing happens here. Look inside the head. Any thought comes, let it come. Let it go. These thoughts makes the traffic jam in your mind. Okay, let it come and go, my friends. So simple. The third point is, be casual, be natural, be with yourself. No people from outside, no possession from outside, no place from outside. What causes the problem? The mind starts thinking either about the person, it may be your honey, your friend, your son, your parents, your daughter, anybody. Other place. Oh, I feel so much stressed when I go to my home. Yeah, place. What the place has to do with the stress and anxiety? Nothing. The mind starts living in that. Don't do that. The third is possessions. Any possession. So what should I do? No, doing nothing. I'm with myself. So that first step, I call it as being comfortable, being carefree, and being casual. You see the beauty? The first step is done. Now, as we discuss that we need to purify, cleanse the mind. There are many ways of doing it. Sometimes you take a ramp because you know the way. What the way you know it? If I go straight, I'll find traffic jam. You take a ramp. And that ramp we are going to do now. Take a deep breath and start chanting Om 9 times. Singing. Become a good singer. Take a deep breath. Again, take a deep breath. Enjoy that. If you want to laugh, you can laugh, but don't move the body. It is okay. Laughing is allowed, crying is not allowed. But if you are looking deep inside your forehead and doing Om, you will see the vibration. That is what we are working for it. We want to change the brain. Please continue. One more time. No, now stop this. No movement. Look deep inside your forehead. If your mind contemplates, that leads to conviction, means what? You removed all the doubt. For what? That the peace is within me. It is there. I have to discover it. So there are a couple of verses. I will chant, then I'll explain you the meaning. That becomes your intention today. That is how I insist you. Not insist. Why should I insist you? I inspire you. Please continue the journey. It is a journey. It is not a destination. One day, it gives you a pleasure. Regular practice discovers peace. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahi Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahi. Pay attention to every statement. May we work together for raising our energy. When you raise your energy level from within, what happens? The tiredness, the fatigue, the anxiety and the stress leaves you. What is the V word stands for? The teacher and the student should work together. That is the meaning. The meaning of the second verse is, may our study be vigorous and effective. How the study can be effective? Study means the understanding the principles and the practice. So now we are in the practice. What is your role? Simple role. In guided meditation, I loan my mind to you and keep your mind aside. Your mind may have a lot of thoughts. Just remind yourself, no. I'm not listening to you. I'm listening to the mind of a teacher. That is the meaning of the second verse. The third, may we not mutually dispute, may we not envy each other. There should not be envy. There should be a total freedom, clear understanding. We work as a good friends. Then it will bring success in even every session. Let there be peace and peace in our life. So now see, the second step is done. So you keep your intention to raise your energy, pay attention to the step that you are doing, and learn from your own experiences. This is the teaching of the Master who lived more than 3,000 years ago. Second step is also done. But we still need to purify the mind. How we should purify? There are many ways. One of them is a specific breathing practice, keeping your attention deep inside the heart. So bring your right hand on the nostril, the middle two fingers touches the left nostril, and the thumb touches the right nostril. Gentle pressure on the right nostril with the right hand thumb. Left nostril is open. So start breathing deep, silent, deep, long, and the hissing breath. Long, deep, and the hissing breath. What attention you are paying, that your both the nostrils should become clear and open. It should have an equal flow. When both the nostrils have an equal flow, it influences the mind. When you influence the mind consciously, it influences your brain. That is what the neuroscience talks about it. You fire the brain to rewire it. Not only the passive mindfulness practice, do it. Every practice of meditation explained by these great masters of the Eastern wisdom does it. Please continue. Continue with the left nostril. Continue with the left nostril. With the same right hand, now with the middle two fingers, close the left nostril and start breathing long and the hissing through the right nostril. Keep looking deep inside your heart. You may feel some sensation inside the forehead. Please be with it. Learn from your experience. You have come here to change your experience by practice, by understanding. That is what we are doing, my friends. So don't worry. Even if there is a new experience, you are in safe hands. by these simple steps. Long, and the hissing sound should be there. Continue, my friend Alexa. Don't worry, you are in safe hands. That is what we are bringing about a change. Now bring the right hand down on the floor. Body is totally still. Start breathing long and the hissing breath from both the nostrils. What you are learning in guided meditation, you learn my mind during the practice only. You kept your mind aside. Your mind hesitates and reacts. Don't listen to your mind. Just continue with both the nostrils, long and the hissing breath. The long and the hissing breath. Long and the hissing breath. Long and the hissing breath through both the nostrils. Long and the hissing breath. Long and the hissing breath. And stop it. No movement in the body. Body remains as it is. Now you have to learn from your own experiences. You did the step. So the next step, look at the head and the neck. Learn from your own experiences. Find the experiences in terms of sensation. Maybe there you may experience a sense of relaxation. It is okay, my friend. Then you experience the stillness. Tadakshiyate prakasha varanam. I always like to, whatever the verses I remember. In this program, we are doing the breathing practice to make our both the nostrils open and have an equal flow of the breath. It comes by 3 to 5 rounds of the practice, but we have done today 1 round. We'll be doing little more next week. Look at the right arm. Learn from your own experiences. What is that? Sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Am I saying something that is not, that you cannot understand? No. Do you force your mind to experience? No, it is already there. Look at the left arm. Feel, learn from your own experience, sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Look at the rib cage, entire rib cage, chest. Your mind says it is me, okay? If it is you, so learn from your experience. Sensation is there, relaxation is there, and the stillness is there. Why it is there? You kept your mind aside, you loaned my mind only during the practice. I'm not ready to give my mind after it. Look at the belly. Learn from your own experiences again, sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Look at the right leg. Sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Look at the left leg. Look. Mentally, you are looking at the left leg. So when the mind looks at the left leg from inside, no sense organ helps you to look at it. So what is your experience in terms of the feeling, in terms of the relaxation and the stillness. Wonderful, my friends. You all are doing beautiful. We'll continue the journey. You may experience numbness, tingling, freezing of the body, vision and the colors. It is okay. Don't worry about it. Who is experiencing? Your mind. What did I say? Keep your mind aside. You have already loaned my mind. See the point. Look at the entire body. Experience the sensation, relaxation and the stillness. In that state, look at the breath. The breath is going in and out. Feel the sensation of the breath. No change in the body at all. You have parked the car outside, same way you have parked the body. Why? You're going inside your home. You're going inside yourself. Your real home is deep inside you, away from the body. Body has no role to play. Now, make your breath little deeper. No noise of the breath. Understand today why you are making your breath a little deep, silent and slow, not very deep, little deeper. Let us do an experiment. As you start inhaling, move your mind from the top of the head inside to the neck bone to the tailbone. Until then, you continue to inhale. As the breath returns, move your mind from bottom, from the tailbone into the spine. It is rising up, reaching to the top of the head. So when you exhale completely, the mind looks at the top of the head. Mind starts inhaling, the mind moves from the top of the head to the tailbone. I'm not asking you to focus. I'm not asking you to imagine. I'm not asking you to imagine or focus on any chakra or any color. Please don't do it. And if your mind is doing it, it is your conditioning that needs to be broken before you actually go into a deeper state of meditation. Continue the journey. You all know, we all know how we express ourselves when we love someone, when we love something. With that attitude and the love, the moment the breath goes in, the mind starts moving from the top of the head to the tailbone. Mentally sing Shantuham. Mentally, no noise. Shantuham means I am the peace, with a constant awareness of the space, the blankness inside. The moment the breath comes out, no movement of the lips. The mind starts moving upward from the tailbone to the top of the head, saying the same thing. Shantuham. Your Shantuham finish. As you exhale completely, You become aware of the top of the head. You start inhaling. The mind becomes aware of the top of the head. You start saying Shantoham, and you become aware of the tailbone. Continue, and I will explain to you what is happening deeper inside, of which you may not be aware, but it induces. Your mind drops deep down. There is an ascending process and there is a descending process. Avataran, ascending. Avataran is a descending process. Uttan is a ascending. What can descend down, flow down from the highest consciousness? Only peace, only happiness. So we are asking the mind, be there inside. Why we are doing the deeper, silent and slow breath? To keep our awareness and attention intact, and to keep our mind aside. Shantoham. When the breath goes in and the mind drops down from the top of the head to the tailbone, singing in love. What an amazing discovery. The meaning of this verse is, I am the peace. Not I am in peace. And when the breath comes out, the mind rising up from the tailbone to the top of the head, in that blankness, Shantoham. Ascending process is aspiration, an intense desire. Not to manage my anxiety, but intense desire. Shantoham. I am the peace. Nothing can ever touch me. How that trust comes? By understanding the principle, by contemplating on the principle and removing the doubts. Then it becomes an intention. When it becomes an intention, then it works. Then you do the practice, and the practice works. That is why I talk about the principles of the Eastern wisdom passed on to us by the great masters for over 6,000 years. No master claimed the authorship of these principles. That is the beauty of the Eastern wisdom. You always receive a customized practice in every session. You have been coming, you asked me, you told me about your challenges. And that is why I ask you, what is your expectation? Now, drop that breath. Deeper breath. Let the breath be normal. And now follow the same. The breath goes in, Shantoham. Forget about the spine. The breath comes out, Shantoham. Now what we are doing, we are checking, understanding whether the previous practice has really succeeded. Then what is going to happen? The breath and the mantra, the sound, will merge together. Breath goes in, Shantoham. Casually you drop it. Breath comes out, Shantuham. Now you need not even to look into the space. The space will be clearly experienced. Chida Bhasa. I'll talk in detail about that. What happens? Just continue. Breath goes in, Shantuham. Breath comes out, Shantuham. Goes in, Shantuham. Comes out, Shantuham. Goes in, Shantuham. Comes out, Shantuham. Now, do not think. My friends understand, I always explain differently in every week. Doing nothing means what? You do nothing in deep sleep. Why? Because you are not there in deep sleep. What is that you? The mind is not there. What I started in the beginning, I told you, we discussed freedom from the mind. So do nothing points out the freedom from the mind. Be there, enjoy that state, experience the state. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness or the mind on the right palm. Bring your mind on the left palm. Feel the sensation and the change. Lift your both the palms. Place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring both the palms on your eyes. Cover both your eyes with both the palms like a cup. Open the eyes inside. You will see the blankness. That's good. And then open the eyes inside. Bring the hands down. Last but not the least, we'll share our experiences, good, bad, high, low. Why? That helps you to progress. I'll address your concern, obstacles, and what helped you when you share your experiences, my friends. So please, how are you? Every time you say, that is the best.
But I felt like I wasn't laying down anymore.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
And then my mind went, you're not laying down anymore. And I was like, oh, get out of here.
Yeah. That is why we need a teacher to make you understand and also Your mind scares. Oh, what is going on now? I'm bodilessness. You see? Find out. Michelle, wonderful experience. Wonderful. Another Michelle, how are you?
Doing good.
Doing good?
Very peaceful, calm visions.
Peaceful, calm vision.
You know what? This time what was cool was, I think when I came on Sunday, I was trying to, and I think you knew, because I was holding the breath longer than you were asking us to, right?
Yeah.
So I think you knew because you kept saying, don't try to hallucinate. And I'm like, how does he know that I'm doing this? The mind went there. Today, I wasn't trying to force.
Yes, don't force it.
Like it just naturally.
Naturally.
And you know what else? I just want to throw this out there too. I find that it's like you know what I'm going to do, because when we started going down to breathe from the head to the root chakra, I was immediately starting to feel like the spinning, I guess, because my mind was, I don't know, I guess I trained myself to do that. And then as soon as you said, no, don't do that, just let it
Follow. Just flow. Go with the flow.
Very flowy.
Oh, wonderful. You are changing. Both the Michelles are changing. Very good. How are you?
It was good. I felt like I couldn't move my hands at all, but I felt like I can almost feel my hands, but the rest of my body I couldn't feel, so I couldn't connect to like move my hands, so my body wouldn't move at the end of it.
Body. That's another beautiful experience. You know what happens? Mind claims that we are the body. The moment we move into a higher experience, maybe freezing, like you experience the sense of rising up, the mind gets scared. Oh, I am the body. What happened to my body? That is one set of experiences. The other set of experiences, you say, okay, let it happen. So there are two states. So when the mind says, let it happen, the mind starts moving within. So when mind starts moving within, without any fear, you all experience, you have different experiences, but it is pointing to the same. And that leads us to the freedom from the mind. How are you?
You see, that's where I need that passenger. It's tough doing that journey alone.
It's tough.
I don't get that by myself.
I know that.
Not yet, at least.
I know that.
I mean,
yes,
I tried doing it. I
Yeah.
don't get the same result.
Yes. There are reasons. 3 reasons I have already explained, and let me explain to you. And I want to also stretch and relax. If we have some problem, which I say manage your pain. You have anxiety, you have stress, you have duality, you have a conflict. The mind is crazy, mind is reactive. Then obviously we need definitely a strong teacher who guides you. Where he guides you? He is working on your challenges. That is the first. Second is that you come for achieving well-being. You are happy, you're relaxed, you have no more anxiety and distress. Now you want to know more about the healthy lifestyle and how to move directly into meditation to help your personal and professional life. So you are definitely at the second level, not the lowest level. So you are in the middle. So then what happens? I talk about those principles, you understand it clearly. But now your mind, how much it tries, you will always pick up these principles with reference to anxiety. I'm just opening up. I know it. And I know it silently. I don't tell anybody. There is nothing to tell. Who is qualified for journey to the meditation? The master says, I have only one point agenda. What is that agenda? Peace and happiness is within me, that I know intellectually. My mind is convinced. I have removed all the doubts. You are the highest level of a student. Then, couple of sessions are enough. I'm not saying which level you belong to. You have to judge yourself. Don't tell me. Don't tell anybody. Or better you write to me. Personally, that is your problem. That is, you have to contemplate and think. I wake up in the morning, I'm totally relaxed, and then still I go into meditation. Why? I want to explore more. Why? Meditation is an infinite journey. It is an endless journey. You learn something new today. The previous experiences are no more. How are you, my little friend?
I felt very good. I felt like I was so able to focus. I was numb but very visual.
Visual, very good, relax. Can you tell me with whom you feel much better, with me or your mom?
It's good.
Okay, I got the answer, don't worry.
Okay.
How are you?
I didn't feel anything.
You don't feel anything?
No, I got a little bit of a chill, but my mind just goes.
Yes. So two things happen. When you feel the body is chill, you did the half of the practice, but your mind was constantly running deeper inside. I could see that even if you kept your body still. Yes, continue the journey, it will happen. It has to happen. It has to happen.
Good.
We are made up of peace and happiness. Think of it, go back home, contemplate. Contemplate and ask, is the teacher crazy who is saying that the peace and happiness are my essential nature, but I don't experience peace and happiness all the 24 hours? How come he is saying that? So one option, you leave me. The other option, you contemplate, come back again. I want peace. How come you say that peace and happiness is my essential nature? Can you show me? Can you help me reach to that? Choice is yours, not mine. That is all for today. It will happen. If it happened to your daughter, it will happen to you also. Good. That is all for today. Thank you.